to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, breaking down the Cardinals versus the Eagles. Now let's look at the Cardinals game. You have to like what you saw out of John Skelton. The vertical passing game was there because this guy has arm strength. This guy has the moxie. He has the fearlessness in the pocket. What I don't like is his situational awareness. You can't take two safeties in a ball game. I'm just saying. But the biggest reason why the Cardinals almost lost that ball game is no ground game, and they should be able to get healthy this week versus the Eagles' run defense. So look for Beanie Wells. Whoever's going to be back there in the backfield should have a solid day rushing the football, and that's going to alleviate some pressure off of Skelton back there in the pocket, because I like the way he throws the football. Very tall guy, very strong arm, and that's how you attack that Eagles defense. You can attack these guys vertically with those safeties. I'm still not sold on those safeties, especially if Nate Allen is not going to be there. If Coleman is back there, I would take shots at him and also take shots at Nnamdi Asomugha. I'm still not as sold on him as far as his quicks. He don't have the quicks, and when I talk about that, that's the footwork. So whoever's going to be the slot receiver might be Early Doucette, should have some success operating in and out of his breaks against Nnamdi Asomugha if he's lined up on the interior. Now, on defensive side of the football, it's all about push. If you get pushed instead of pressure, we talk about this every week when playing Michael Vick, those outside rushers have to contain, keep him bottled up, don't allow him to belly out, don't allow him those rollouts. If you see Michael Vick rolling out, you got to beat him to the punch. You got to get to the point before him. That's going to force him to step up and fire the football 9 times out of 10 back across his body. So it's up to those guys to set the edge, and that's how you really defend the Philadelphia Eagles in the passing game. You got to set the edge for Michael Vick. Now you look at the Eagles coming to this ball game. The offensive side of the football, there's a lot of talent. What has to happen is consistency. The drop passes, the mental mistakes. You can't have that against a team like Chicago, and you can't have that against a team like the Arizona Cardinals, who quiet as kept have an aggressive defense that can make some plays. So I look for the Eagles to work on their consistency this week, especially against the Cardinals. Now, where they can attack these guys most is probably on the back end. Outside of Peterson, even though Peterson gives up some big plays to test him as well, but he has solid ball skills, I would stay away from Peterson. I would look at the other corner, Jefferson. You attack these guys in the passing game, but it's up to those receivers. Macklin and Deshaun Jackson have to have a huge day. Avant, Raleigh Cooper, all these guys have to get involved, but I would say you could stretch the field vertically versus Arizona and throw for a bunch of yards. So look for Vic to have a field day. I get back to like the 300-yard games that we're used to seeing from him last season. Now defensively, it's all about getting pressure on Skelton. If you're going to get back there and rush the pass, he's not going to move anywhere. He's not as mobile as a guy like Kevin Cobb. You want to get pressure on him, and that way you could take your shots. Now, they don't run the ball enough, so I would say play the run on the way to the quarterback. They don't run enough with some consistency. They want to get back there and throw it, and you want to match up size with size. So I would take Nnamdi Asomugha and put him on Larry Fitzgerald because of the size difference. Nnamdi does have long arms, and he will be able to keep Fitzgerald busy at the line of scrimmage, and that should have some success for the Eagles. Now, X factors in this ball game. X factors for the Arizona Cardinals has to be the ground game. If they can get some balance going, Stelton's going to be cool in the pocket. He's going to be calm in the pocket. X factor for the Philadelphia Eagles has to be team consistency. If they could come out and play 4 quarters of consistent football, they're very tough to beat. I'm going with Philadelphia in this ball game. I like the explosiveness out of the passing game. I like the explosiveness out of LaShawn McCoy, one of the best backs in the league. And the Birds do not fly east for winning, they fly south. So that's why they're going to beat the Arizona Cardinals. They're coming out east. Cardinals don't travel well. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL or visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan. And this is the Football Game Plan radio show, which airs Saturdays 11 a.m. Eastern time at blogtalkradio.com/footballgameplan.